I have several patents that deal with double impedance. The high-end low impedance and the low-end high impedance. This can be, it's also a way how certain inductive notch filters work, that you can shape the Fourier spectrum of an instrument the way you want it. Naturally, you have to take in consideration that we know about cable capacitance, what cable to use, how long, what the capacitance is. And we have to know the load resistance. When everything is right, we can. On a guitar it's complicated because we don't know the cable, what the guitar player is using. And with the cable length, we change the total spectrum of the guitar. So given a prediction, how does a certain guitar with a certain pickup sound? We cannot. I know some people do, but it is not correct.
Does the length of the cable change the impedance?
The resonant frequency is not subject to impedance. The guitar pickup is an inductor and the cable is a tubular capacitor. Now the impedance or the inductive reactance on the pickup increases with frequency, and the capacitive reactance of the cable decreases with frequency. And there comes that point where they cross, which is the resonance. And at the resonant frequency, it depends now if you go in series or in parallel. Either you have infinite resistance or you have zero resistance. Zero not quite possible because the inductor, the pickup, also has a resistance. So at that moment, at resonance, the resistance is equal to the impedance of the pickup.
Interesting.
Now, without a cable, without a capacitor, there is no resonance. Sometimes there comes the question using 500 kilo ohm controls on humbucking pickups and 250 kilo ohm on single coils. It's not a correct answer either. A higher impedance single coil requires higher resistance controls. And if you take a pickup that is designed by some of the very few that knew electronics, it was Raymond Butts on the Country Gentleman Gretsch pickup, where you could use 100 kilo ohm controls and you had no losses because the impedance was, and the inductive reactance was low. The inductance was below 1.5 Henry. Well, on most humbuckers it starts at 4.4 and goes up to 8-9 Henry. On the other hand, single coil pickups have an inductance 2.2, 2.5. Some of the P90s go up to 6.4 Henry. Again, there's a single coil where you need 500 kilo ohm control, so you lose your high end. But also with every pickup, when you reduce the resistance, you get a better harmonic spectrum, you get brighter. But instead of saying, well, like Jimi Hendrix did it, he used high capacitance cable on stage and in the recording studio for some nice effects, he used a very short cable, low capacitance. And he once told me and said, well, my cable has a built-in amplifier that boosts me the frequencies and the sound I need. I said, no, it's just the resonant frequencies are shifted there, that you have during resonance about 2 to 3 times the voltage than you have on the other frequencies.